Hello friends, in today's our discussion of the part 1 of the comparative study of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita and IPC, we are going to discuss mainly the chapter 1 and chapter 2 of the IPC and how it has been corresponded in the new Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Also friends, you can go in the link and you can find the detailed comparison study of this whole synopsis, and you can have a better understanding of each corresponding section and how it has been changed in the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. And this is going to be a several part of this particular series where I will be completing the whole changes from the IPC into the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. So let's begin. So in the first, we would like to tell you that the territorial jurisdiction and other clauses which were there in the IPC section 1 to 5, they had been incorporated into a only single section in the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, and that has been conglomerated as section 1, and he has been given a particular title called short title, commencement and application. So in this particular section 1 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita only, you will be getting the whole territorial extent, like how any kind of offences which happens in outside India, how they are going to be get convicted, and all those things which are there in the section 3, 4, all these sections. So right now they have been conglomerated in the section 1 only. Normally the other sections from section 8 to 52A, those particular sections has been incorporated as section 2 in the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Apart from that, some other sections like section 6, 7, 27 and 32 to 38, which are the most important sections in this particular part, where like various kind of common intentions and other sections which have common intention of committing any kind of offense, they have been incorporated as a particular section 3 in the new Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita and has been given a title called general expressions. First of all, we would like to say that new Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita has been made a context-based application act. Like in the old act, the act used to be specifically confined to the definitions only. But now the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita is telling that if otherwise the context required, the definitions can be expanded. It means like if some definitions are given in the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, it will not be going by that particular strict sense, but in some context, some different kind of application will be required. That particular context can be taken into consideration, and the definitions can be explained in that way. So this is one of the deviation from the old IPC to a new Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita. Now we are going to see that the section 50 of the old IPC, it has been omitted. There was a definition of section in that particular IPC. Now we widely know what is the section, and that's why that particular section has been omitted. Now we come to the next changes, that is the definition of child. The definition of child has been changed, and that is under the section 2 subclause 3, and it defines that any person below the age of 18 is going to be considered as child. The new act has also incorporated the definition of transgender under the section 2 subclause 10, and it defines the transgender as the third gender category. Next changes, we have been seen that various kind of previous very old acts like Regulation Act of Madras and other particular definitions has been omitted, as this particular definition has been redundant in the new act, and that's why they have been omitted and after the repealing of those particular acts. Also, you have to understand that in the document, the definition of the document, it is very important. In the definition of the document that is under the section 2 subclause 8, explicitly included the electronic and digital documents also. So the documents not only going to confine to the tangible documents, they are also going to be intangible documents also. Now also the next change is that the definition of the judge has been more concise. In the IPC there were several other provisions. If you can go into this particular blog, you can see there is a detailed comparative study. We are not going into much details for the sake of simplicity, and you can see the definition of judge has been mostly any kind of judge in the court or tribunal. All the people who are in the adjudicating capacity, they are dispersing any kind of judgment, they are going to be the judges. Now next is that the IPC, there was no punishment regarding intangible assets, because in intangible assets like intellectual property matters, those used to be dealt with Copyright Act and other acts. So here they have included, and in the definition of the movable property, it has also said in the subclause 2, in the section 2, subclause 21, that the definition of the movable assets not only going to be confined to the tangible asset, but it will also include any kind of intangible asset. Now, the definition of juryman in the old IPC has also been removed because it has been redundant. Then the definition of local authority has been updated because the local authority and the public servant, they are going to be as per the definition given in the General Clauses Act and the Companies Act. There is no separate provision of this particular definitions in this particular new act. Now, as I already mentioned, that there has been a consolidation of sections 6, 7, 27, 32 to 38 into a single act called the general explanation, and that particular section is the section 3. Also, it has to be seen that the definition of Queen, British India, Government of India has been redundant, so that's why they have been removed from the IPC. Mostly the main essential definitions such as act, omission, voluntarily, offense, illegal, injury, life, death, animal, and such definitions has been more or less same in the new Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita also. Then also it has to be seen that the servant of the government has been also been redundant, and that's why it has been removed from the IPC. Contemporary sections such as British India has been removed. It is written as the India. Also, it has to be seen that right now, while the old IPC reckon the British calendar, the new IPC has been updated with the Georgian calendar only. Kindly like, share and subscribe. This is going to be a several part video where I'll be giving a synopsis of each and every chapters in the IPC, CRPC and Evidence Act, and have a great day.